Okay, now we'll learn about transposing. So we know already what sharps and flats go in a key. We know whether the chords in the key are, which ones are major and minor. And now we're going to talk about transposing, going from one key to another key. So let's start with the key of C. Step 1 is to write the letters. Step 2 is to write the numbers. We're just going to give each letter a number. After you assign the numbers, then you're going to write in which ones are major or minor. The 2, the 3, and the 6 are always minor, and the 7 is diminished. 1 is major, 2 is minor, 3 is minor, 4 is major, 5 is major, 6 is minor, and 7 is diminished. Go ahead and apply these same markings to the letters as well. That makes it a D minor, an E minor, and an A minor, and the B is diminished. The others, the F, C, and G, are all major. So step 3 is to add the minors symbol and the diminished symbol. Okay, now step 4 is going to be to transpose. We're going to decide what key we want to transpose into. I'm just going to pick one. How about D? Alright, so I'm going to start by writing the letters in the key of D. That's step 1. Let's do it in the same color. Now, the key of C is the only one that doesn't have any sharps or flats. So since I'm using the key of D, I know there has to be at least a sharp or a flat in there. So let's find out how many. I'm going to write down my little acronym down here. Okay, and this key of C has 0, G has 1, sharp that is, D has 2 sharps. I'm going this way for sharps. D has 2 sharps, okay. Now I know, and I know that those are F and C, the first 2 in this acronym. So F sharp, going to throw up the sharps here, F sharp, C sharp. These are the correct letters in the key of D, the correct letters in the scale of D. Now step 2 is to write the numbers, which I've already written, so I'm not going to write them again. They're just right there above the key of D. Step 3 is to add in the majors and the minors. Little m for minor. I'm going to add the diminished symbol. And there we go. This is all of the notes that I need to play in the key of D. So how would I take this to transposing an actual song? Let's just say that we have a little mock song here. I'm going to write it in the key of C. C for 4 beats. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 beats. Let's do F for 4 beats. Do A minor for 4 beats. And let's do G for 4 beats. Okay, so this isn't a whole song obviously, but let's just say this is the first line of a song and we're going to transpose it to the key of D. So we're going to use the number system to transpose now. In the key of C, what number is C? In the key of C, C is number 1. So I'm going to take it to the new key. The new key is D. So C is number 1, key of D, D is number 1. So in my new key, I write D for the first chord because it's the number 1 chord. Okay. Next, in the key of C, F is number 4. In the key of D, G is number 4. A minor in the key of C is 6 minor, which is in the key of D, B minor. Key of C, G is 5, and 5 in the key of D is A. So there we go. We just transposed a song into a new key, the key of D, and we did it quickly too. You can always do what I did and write out your little cheat sheet here of all the letters in your original key, write the numbers under, and then write all the letters in your new key underneath, and then that will give you easy reference so that you can transpose a whole chord chart really easily. So here's the thing, you can do this on the fly too once you have some things memorized. So in the next video I'm going to tell you about the golden chords, the most used chords that in Western music we use to write songs that all sound differently from each other but all use these chords, and I just call them the golden chords because if you can memorize the golden chords in each key, you can transpose super quickly in your head, and that's a good place to start if you feel like there's no way you could memorize, you know, every chord in every key to be able to transpose quickly in your head. If you start with just the most common keys that you play in and memorize these 4 chords that I'm going to tell you to memorize in this next video in those common keys that you play, and you'll be able to transpose quickly in your head.